Yeah, he thinks he's a fashion
Oh, he
plate
got
or
the
something.
little ribbon. No, he does. I gave him a bad grade last night. He didn't make it.
Now, it was Saturday's game, and Shaq obviously was one of the big stories. You work with him quite a bit. How has he evolved this season?
I think, he had an adjustment coming in, and like anybody, he was almost like a freshman coming in, new team, knew everything. Shaq obviously already graduated college when he got here, but from that standpoint, he's very mature, and he's gotten better each and every week. Of course, we're playing him more, and he's getting better, and he's just getting more comfortable in what we're doing defensively.
Yeah, he looks so lean.
Yeah, he is lean.
He probably put a lot of weight, but is he? He's got.
We try to put weight. I think he burns it so fast. If you watch him, he goes. His metabolism runs. I don't think he's much more than. What did he tell you? I bet he's no more than 242. Is that
Well,
right?
he's listed at 244, 245, I think, but like that. But he's obviously strong enough, right?
Yeah, he's plenty strong. He can run. You saw that on Saturday when he ran the quarterback down from behind, and he's got really good athleticism. And we ask him to do some things that maybe it's not tailor-made for his body. We sometimes get him in a B gap and get him in the A gap and get him in there with all the big guys. We'd like to keep him outside and rush the passer on the edge as much as we can. But, we're playing him more and ask him to do a lot of different things that fit in with our scheme.
Did you see the confidence of the players sort of growing by the day last week as you went through the game plan, looked at the tape, and
they practiced really well last week. I thought that was our best week of practice. Best 2 days in a row. Actually, the whole week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was our best week. We've had practices like that before, but we've been inconsistent. One day good, the next day not so good. But we were really consistent last week. I think that Coach Gibson did a great job with the game plan. The way he had him off balance the whole day. He kept him off balance. He was going after him, and then he pulled back. He was one ahead of them most of the day, and players bought into what we were trying to get done and did an outstanding job in executing the scheme.
Shaq sat in this room last week and said the key to this game is going to be getting to the quarterback.
Well,
I feel like that pretty much
in this league, it's most weeks are going to be like that, but I think that's what we said, that we were going to have to strain and just that was going to be the key, and the guys in the back were going to have to hold up and defend what they were doing. It's like any game you get into like this. Tony kept them off balance, and a couple of times they took the shots and they overthrew them a couple of times, which is you hold your breath as you remember. And, but they were aggressive the whole game and kept after them and kept going. And a team like that, I went with a 3 for 16 on third down is. And to hold them, I think really that was key. And to me, the real key to the game might have been, and I know everybody looks at me like I'm crazy, but is stopping the run on first down. We got him in a situation now where we kind of controlled the stick. They didn't have us in the shorter ones because they can run the football. I think that's the one thing that's overlooked about Baylor's, how well they run the football. I was very surprised when I watched them on tape how physical they were out front. They're a very physical run-blocking team. You wouldn't think that because their rep is, they wing it around, but to me, their bread and butter, what keeps them alive is the running game. We were able to shut that down and hold them to less than 100 yards. I don't know the exact stat, but I know it was less
95.
than 95.
Lynn was leading the conference.
Yeah, he was, and I think if you start looking at some of their games and you look at them closely, that's what really sets up a lot of their throws is the run game. And we were able to shut it down, and and especially on first down, that was key.
And Oklahoma State, they've had some issues doing up some sacks this year. They may have some new players on the line. What have you
it's
seen
interesting.
there?
You look at. I look at ourselves first, and where we got to do a better job. And so obviously we got to get some turnovers. I don't know. We're close to being dead last, I think, in turnovers. We've got to do a better job in the red zone. So I worry about ourselves getting better. Oklahoma State's coming off 2 road games. They're coming home again. They'll be ready to play. You can bet on that. And we've got to put this game behind us, as we've told the players. And it's time to get moving on to the next game. Can't worry about the last one. It's a long season.
Did you see when you came in here, it's a pretty good rapport among the defensive coaches that had been together?
Are these guys, us guys now that are here?
Yeah, this team.
Oh,
You
yes.
see, it was a really close-knit.
This is a good staff on defense. A lot of it has to do with, I think, that there's been 4 guys that have been defensive coordinators. One guy that's, who was a head coach. Coggs was a head high school coach. You know what I mean? So, that really is. I think the meetings flow really well because everybody kind of understands where you're trying to go with different things. And they've sat in that seat over there that Tony's in and kind of understand what he's trying to get done and how he wants to coach and how we want to try to win the game and how we're going to do it schematically.
Tony's he helped put this 3-3-5 when he came here back in 2002.
Yeah, it's a neat defense. I'm little by little starting to understand it more and more. And there's so many moving parts. I mean, I've played it before, but not in all situations. I used the same thing before, but not on, as an every down deployment. It was more of a 3rd and 7+ deal or pass down or 2-minute deal to go. Didn't have the same problems because we're dealing with the same personnel issues on offense. So I have that, but not to the extent that what we're doing with this defense. And it's like everything else you do, coaching-wise, there's good and bad to everything, And I think the only thing that really matters is that are your guys playing hard and they hustling, because that makes up for a lot of things in any defense. If your players play hard and hustle and do everything they have to do to make it a good defense.
And Coach Hogerson was saying in his press conference that the players were coming off the field suggesting certain things that they saw that could.
Yeah, they have the answers. And that's good. They were involved in the game, and I never fault them for that. I think it's a great deal, and they have suggestions. And if you're really smart, you listen to some of them, because a lot of times they've got good ideas too, and there's some things going on in there. But they were dialed in the whole game, just watching them. And as I said, they really kept hanging in there because that game really wasn't over until we got the ball back, with minutes to go. Because that team makes you nervous.
Game day program question real quick.